great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. And you're Kentucky born, right?
I'm Kentucky born. Lexington.
Lexington, raise it up.
That's
what do you
right.
say? Yeah.
Holla.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your website.
Yes.
You have a MySpace account? I'm sure you do.
Of
probably.
course.
Yep. Okay, I'm sure everybody does. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about, real quick, we'll have a song. We'll come on with a song, and then we'll kind of talk about 2007, and we'll wrap it up so you can go, okay? Is that cool?
Sure.
Here we go. Today's Hot Country WMIX. Well, if you just started to listen to the show this morning, shame on you for first thing. We have Amber Rhodes here in the studio this morning.
I love clapping for myself.
It's a small budget, small radio, what do you expect?
Exactly.
Hey, real quick here, love the song, love it acoustically. Just, we're going to have another one come up real soon, correct? You're gonna
Sure, yeah.
I love it. What a way to start today. That's awesome.
Hello. Let's take a break from the tour for a minute. When we were in Kentucky, we had the pleasure of visiting a 18th century corn mill called the Dough Run Inn just a few minutes outside of Louisville, Kentucky. Now, legend has it that it's haunted. Watch this.
Actually, they were a lot more advanced back then. They had these things called a turbine system. They looked like corkscrews, and there were 3 of them, and the water would fall on them and spin them, and it would move the leather belt.
Oh my God. Aside from the history of this place, they said in the last 5 years they've had 30 Ghostbuster type people come here, and every one of them confirmed that they're spirits. Oh my God!
The water used to come in and hit a wall and drop down onto the turbine system. And then the leather belt would run all the way over to this gear shaft. And right where our furnace was used to be where the grinding mills are. And they're actually in the walkway when you first walk in. The circles that were down are the actual millstones.
Oh, that is so neat.
And every Easter, actually I was baptized in this creek.
Were you?
Many years.
I feel like getting baptized right now. Will you baptize me?
Are you feeling very close to Jesus?
I really am.
Used to be where if they wanted to operate the mill, they'd open it up and the water would come down that way. If they didn't want to open it up, they'd run it right through the middle. Her family's owned this since 1901. So I got lucky and married up. And thank God she likes fat, ugly guys. Each of these beds are over 200 years old, so when you get to stay here, you're actually sleeping on the antiques. Now, we didn't actually plan them to be antiques, they've just been here that long. But we're going to keep on moving, and then we'll go to the ghost rooms. There's actually 2 more rooms back here.
Now the legend has it that 2 children were mysteriously killed on the property. And when we went to the children's room and reviewed the tape, it was blank. Actually, no, we just really accidentally erased it. No, it was blank. Back to the tour. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah.
Is there any artists that influenced you, like, to get into country music or anything like that? How'd you get going into that kind of
Well,
that avenue?
my grandfather sang country music. He sang for 40 years. He wasn't anyone, super famous, but he played in Louisville, Kentucky, all the saloons and taverns after he worked his construction job. And so, of course, my mother is very musical, having had a country musician as a father. She plays the piano, so I grew up with just music in my household and just really, really appreciating music.
You have a very genuine voice, very strong, very mature voice for your age. And I believe if you keep the way you're doing right now, you're going to go very, very far.
Can I take you with me?
Yeah, sure you can. You got to tell my wife, though.
Compliment me at all times.
You'll do okay.